In the last video you saw how I rebuilt the rear brakes with a bit of sandblasting, new pads and a brake rebuild kit. Eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed that I jacked up the car on the rear jacking point, which apparently is a bit of a no-no for the S2. Thanks to Jeff Smith from the Lotus Elan Facebook group for pointing this out and directing me towards some information on the Lotus Elan Central forum, where you can see here it says that you shouldn't jack the S2 on the rear jacking points. I'm not really sure why Lotus would do this, and obviously it gives a lot of opportunity for people to make this mistake, but anyway, I'll try not to do that in future. You will see in this video though that I'm still jacking it on the rear jacking points because a lot of this was shot before I found out this piece of information. Okay, so let's get on to putting the rear brakes back on the car. So after we took the rear wheels off, we could see the discs were in good shape. There's no lip on them or anything like that, but they were a little bit rusty, so we gave them a bit of a rub over with some wire wool just to clean up some of the surface rust. And there's the green paint from the previous owner, and the strut's looking a bit corroded. It's looking as though that's going to have to come off soon at some point. There's the chassis number. So let's get on with refitting the calipers back onto the car. So we put some bearing fit and stud lock by Granville onto the securing bolts before we put them back in. And after that, the process was fairly straightforward, as you can see. We can see the nice new caps on there, just to keep the grease into the wheel bearings. Okay, we're just doing the brake bolts up to 100 Newton meters, which is 73.75 foot-pounds. So, next up, we'd made some copper washers that we annealed to make them soft so that they would bed better to the mating faces of the brakes. Then we cleaned them with some wire wool to remove any oxidisation. At the moment we're keeping the existing brake pipes. I don't want to do this obviously longer term. We're going to put some new brake pipes on, which I've got on order. Then we put the wheel back on, and it was time to do the whole process again on the driver's side. Once that was all completed, the last thing to do was to take the cap off the brake fluid reservoir and get any air out of the system. Okay, we've got our setup here. We've got the a bottle attached, and I'll just go in and pump the brakes.
Push down. It's coming down. Let it come back. Push down. Let it come back.
So with all the air out of the system, the wheels back on, all that was left to do was to take it for a test drive. I hope you've enjoyed this video and the retro gaming Lotus Challenge inserts. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel.